will be caught. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these, they have a lot of pride in their performance.
7 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Bears nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled.
Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Peterson rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in the sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Peterson off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This to Jarwin. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Greg Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Peterson. The screen pass here to Cohen. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They get 6. That'll leave them with 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last. Gets them 6.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
From the gun, Peterson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
38-yard line.
Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Peterson now throwing on third and long. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. On the return is Cohen. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. An update from Denver. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's Peterson throwing on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Past the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Cowboys. And goal to go at the 9-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Always a pleasure.
Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you. To get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Peterson now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch twist.
Off the play fake. Peterson. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
On the tackle.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him work, can't relate, watch his skirt, out the mud, out the dirt, above the water.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, baby, turn it over.
Back to throw. Peterson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Now a handoff looking right. And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Loss of 7 brings up third down and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Looking to throw. Peterson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second and 10.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now they try the right side here. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
That's complete right around the 8. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Peterson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, check right. Watch 85. Man, I got you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Bears 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. back to throw now on first down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
53 at the mic. I got one. Mike, 53.
Throwing Peterson. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Peterson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there to front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Mustang 19. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go. Hey, one set.
To his tight end, Komet. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 53. They're going to need some therapy after this. Nike 18.
Here's the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Peterson, off play action. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Back to throw. Peterson and Robinson with a big catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Bowden, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Bowden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve. And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it. Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we? We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Cowboys 36, Bears 15.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And on the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Peterson on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35.
You know, they
and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Bears 20.
Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone. Boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah, more action than nothing. With the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be winning me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Spit of the whip is a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pacing. They did not want me to go places. Spoil plans like the go places. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to show y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing.